One of the worst things that a man can do is end up with the wrong woman, because if you do, then your whole life can turn into a disaster. So let me tell you the 5 things that every smart man should not do when they meet a woman when they start dating. First, do not move in with a woman before you've been exclusive for an entire year. So let me explain. Let's say you meet a woman and you guys have been dating for a couple months, maybe 4 or 5 months go, and then you realize, okay, we just want to be with each other, so now it's exclusive. From that point, you guys are exclusive to a full year should be the very minimum that you guys actually move in together. The reason why is because if you have a woman move in with you before you actually really get to know someone, it could be a disaster, because now your life is going to be surrounded with being with this woman who you can't stand. It's going to cause a lot of drama. It could cause a lot of financial issues. It's going to take up a lot of time. It's going to make your life a living hell. So you need to know her before you guys actually move in together. Speaking of signs of trouble, you also do not want to be dating a woman who shows any signs of mental illness or unresolved trauma or unresolved mental illness. Now, I don't think that if a woman has some sort of issue that she should not deserve to be with any man. Women, men, we all can figure these things out. But if you are not with a woman who has her life together, has her emotions in control, or at the very least is going through some sort of therapy or medication to take care of anything that she's been through, then this is not someone that you want to be with. I can tell you from personal experience, I have been with a few women like this, and it catches you underneath the radar where you think that everything's fine, you see some signs, you kind of just don't look at them because you know she's so cute and you guys have so much fun together and all that good stuff, those rose-colored glasses as they say, only to then realize that, wow, this person has a lot of issues and it's causing a lot of havoc on my life. So any sort of sign that you might see where she does not have her life together, any sort of sign where she has some sort of trauma, she's not close with her parents, or she does not have any resolved issues with, old family traumas that she has, and this is going to take you having to dig and ask questions and understand who she is. Any sign of that, you gotta run. A little hack to find out what's going on with her is ask her these couple questions. Ask her how many friends she has. Ask her how many close friends she has. If she does not have any friends or any close friends, it doesn't have to be a lot, but even just one close friend that she hangs out with a lot, if none of that's there, she might have a hard time maintaining relationships. If she straight up tells you, or you ask questions about last time she talked to her parents or what her relationship is like with her parents, and it doesn't seem so good, but then you dig a little bit more and you kind of ask her like, how has that had an effect on your life? And you see what the answer is, you're going to start getting some intel into who this person is. Now, I know it can be tough dating where if you don't have enough volume, you're not meeting enough women, then you might end up settling for a woman who is not the best fit for you. You, my friend, need more options. In order to have more options, you need volume. So if right now you are not approaching enough women, getting enough dates, or have a dating life that is full of dates on your calendar, then I want you to book a free call with my team. If you go to tripadvicecoaching.com, you can do a free call. We can chat with you. We can figure out why you're not getting the kinds of dates you want, why you're not getting first dates to second dates, and see exactly what's going on. So book that free call. The link is down in the description right now. Circling back to what I was talking about a few points ago, is you do not want to ask any woman to marry you before you have actually moved in with the person. Now, I know this is going to be a lot different depending on where you're from, what your culture is and background, but I will say, you're going to know a woman a lot better after you guys move in together. So let's say you're following the rules here and you're not moving in any less than 1 year after being exclusive. You are now at a good point where you guys can actually see what each other's lifestyle is like. You can see how she lives her life, and more importantly, how do you guys actually live your life together? How do you cohabitate? you're not going to have that intel. You will not have any of that information from just dating her and spending some nights at her place and going on some vacations and having some sleepovers. You're going to get more information when you guys actually live together. Then you can really know if this person is marriage material. You will not know if they are marriage material before you move in together because you don't understand what it's like to share a life. You almost have to play house and see where it's going, but again, don't do it less than a year being exclusive. Speaking of marriage, if you are a smart man, you are going to make sure that if you do end up getting engaged to a woman, that you have a prenuptial agreement. Now, let me give you a quick background on what a prenup is and how it works. So, if you are someone that does not have any assets, so you don't have your own business, you don't have any property, you don't have a trust fund, you don't have a lot of money, you don't have a lot of money in retirement accounts, these things, if that's not you and you are going to get married, you pretty much don't need a prenup because at that point, there's nothing to protect. A prenuptial agreement protects what exists before you are actually married. After you're married, that's when things start to get split down the middle. So a prenup protects what already once was before you met that woman. So if you are a person who has all the things I just mentioned, assets, property, trust fund, money, businesses, things like that, then of course you're going to want to protect that because marriage is a gamble. Divorce right now is 50-60%, so you do want to make sure that you have things protected once you go into an actual marriage situation. Next, and this is hard for a lot of guys, especially guys that don't have a lot of options. So as a smart man, you should not be only looking for looks. I know that sounds obvious, but it's something you have to remind yourself because a lot of guys, as obvious as it is, common sense, not common practice, do not practice that. They end up just with women because they find them so attractive. And that's great. Hey, you found the great attractive woman, but if she doesn't have her mental health in order, her life in order, her finances in order, she's not smart and funny and interesting to be with, all those great things, then you're just with a woman who is beautiful, who is just a shell, and that is not enough, and that is not going to actually add to your life. She needs to have more substance. That's going to be the best option for you in the long run.